Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. My name is Christopher Belly. I'm a certified CPA accountant. I'm a long-term boglehead investor. I'm author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. And holy crap, did I just lose a F-ton of money. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I literally made a video yesterday saying how I was going to tax loss harvest Alibaba stock. And my whole plan was I was going to buy a highly correlated stock, another asset, wait 31 days, and then buy back into Alibaba to harvest a loss. And look what just happened. Jesus. So Baba is up 14.55% today. Okay. That's pretty freaking good. Now why? They just had earnings, and they crushed it. Baba's gonna 10x, bro. So let's go look at my portfolio and see where it's at right now. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I did not sell my Alibaba. And I'm really glad that I didn't. Because although conceptually my idea was, sort of smart, at the end of the day, you can never predict the market, which is why I'm really glad I made the smart decision of buying and holding. It always seems to work, okay? Now, if you're going to tax loss harvest, it does seem like it's better to do with index funds, because individual stocks, you may think they're correlated and they're not. For example, I was thinking about selling Baba at a loss and buying JD and Tencent because they're both large Chinese stocks and they're highly correlated. Maybe on days where earnings don't come out, that's true. But in reality, that's not good correlation. So I would have sold Baba, missed 10%, basically 10% of gains, and I would have been holding JD. And I'm up 1.3% on JD. You guys are jealous? And if we go look at Tencent, my Incent, see how much Tencent my Incent is up. 3%, okay? So, I just want to teach y'all a lesson, and this is from learning from my almost mistakes, that you really can't time the market, and it really is better to buy and hold, because I literally would have completely screwed this up, okay? Wonder what my Baidu's doing. I got freaking wrecked on Baidu, man. You know why I bought Baidu? So I was just, bored. And I was watching a Sven Carlin video, and he's like, I think it's a good buy. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just, you know what? I got a ton of money. I'll just throw some in there. And I got freaking wrecked. Even though Baidu's up, I have a pretty bad cost basis. So, but that's neither here nor there. It wasn't a lot of money. Now, China has been killing it, okay? The New York Stock Exchange sees more Chinese companies listing in the U.S., and hurdles for stocks like Alibaba cleared in months. I think there's going to come an inflection point, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not saying you should go all in Chinese stocks. But eventually, this recession or whatever we're in is going to pass. I think there's going to be some kind of agreement, hopefully, between Chinese authorities and U.S. authorities that allow us to come and audit their companies. And at some point, when everything clears up, a company like Alibaba is going to freaking rocket, okay? You can dispute, the intelligence of buying shares that you don't technically own. I get it. I get the argument. But when you look at Alibaba from a fundamental perspective, I think this stock is a fantastic buy. And let me show you something about VT, okay? Let's go look at VT ETF. Now, VT is the total world index. But oddly enough, although it says total world, it doesn't own the world equally. As a matter of fact, only 10% of the ETF is emerging markets, and that's basically China and India. So, in my opinion, this is me personally, if you want to speculate somewhere, let's say you're an index investor, which I am, 95% of my portfolio is literally in this or some kind of equivalent. Do you want to speculate on U.S. stocks with 5% of your portfolio when you already have 62% of your portfolio in U.S. stocks? No, okay? Where do I think the greatest risk reward is? I think it's in emerging markets. There's a lot of reasons for that. I like Chinese stocks because it kind of balances out my portfolio. So really, my total portfolio is roughly 15% emerging markets with Alibaba, basically, and basically this for the rest of it. So that's kind of my thought process is if I'm going to speculate with 5% of my portfolio, I want to do it where I think I can make some crazy money. And worst case, if I lose money, oh well. So Baba's up today. Oh my God, 15%. So don't get too excited. Like I said, this has happened before. Remember that day it ran up 30, 40%? I mean, at least there's a fundamental reason that they're doing this. But this stock could go back down massively in the next couple of days. So with Baba, you got to be extremely patient. I'm still down $2,700. Okay, I'm willing to wait. I got a cost basis of $135. I think that's a great price. And I think I'm going to make a good amount of money. I'm not going to retire early because of this. But I think I'm going to make some serious freaking money with Alibaba. Now, if we go look at their financials, so they actually released their report today, May 26, 2020. And if we go down, I want you to just look at this, okay? We achieved, at the very top of the screen, 1.3 billion annual active consumers globally. That's a lot of freaking people, okay? Can you really, if you want to speculate, can you really ignore a company like this that has 1.3 billion customers globally and the stock has sold off so massively? No. To me, it's common sense that if you want to speculate, this is the stock or similar stocks are the way to do it. But like I said, don't put the majority of your portfolio in it. But when it comes to Baba, you got to have the patience to really let time play out. And some people got confused. Like they thought I was selling Baba permanently. No, I was literally going to sell Baba, harvest the loss, put it into similar correlated assets, wait 31 days, and then buy back into Baba. I had no intention to not be long Baba. I was thinking about harvesting the loss for my taxes. Big difference there. I was not selling out. But I'm glad I didn't, and we'll see what the future holds. But you can see their year-over-year revenue growth is 9% for the 3 months ended March 31st. So that's pretty freaking good, okay? And then for the year ended March 31st, 20% revenue growth. This company is still a freaking beast. Now, if we go look, they actually had a loss. And we'll see here. So in 2021, for the 3 months ended 2021, they had a loss of negative, what is that? Well, that's in Chinese currency. Looks like, let's call it 7,654. I'm not sure what they're freaking millions, maybe. And the loss was basically almost twice as big. Now, you may ask, why? Why did Baba have a loss? I mean, Chris, don't you buy companies that are profitable? Yeah, Baba is highly profitable, but there's been some reasons that they are losing money. And what is the biggest reason? Well, if we go up to the top here, we can see their income from operations. So their core business, they actually had a profit of 16,717. And I guess that's billion. I can't really tell what that's saying there. That's a pretty good profit, okay? But what happened is they had income before income tax and share of results of equity method investees. So basically, when you buy a company and you have significant influence, but you don't control the company, Baba has a bunch of investments in other companies. Using the equity method of accounting, if that company reports a gain, you actually record that as income on your financial statements. If that company has a loss that you own, you have to write that down. So what happened here is a lot of companies that Baba's invested in because of all the crap that's going on, lockdowns, everything basically, they had to write down a lot of losses. But in the long run, if you look, their operating income was positive, okay? And I think once all this crap blows over, all the lockdowns and all the fears and concerns about recession and high energy prices, this company's going to go back to being a beast, okay? I am 100% confident in this company. 1.3 billion freaking users. And look at their part of the world. Most of the people are in Asia. Asia. Okay, they're not in America. There's 330 million people in America, North America, or the United States. That ain't piddly squat compared to China, India, China, all those freaking countries, Vietnam. There's people freaking Indonesia. There's a ton of freaking people there. I think this company's gonna be a beast, but that's my opinion. So no, I did not sell my Baba, and I'm glad I didn't. And honestly, that would have been a stupid decision because even though it would have been, tax beneficial, My thought that Baba would be highly correlated with Tencent and JD probably wasn't a smart one. So it's a little bit easier to tax loss harvest, I think, with index funds, but be very careful when doing that with individual stocks. As you can see, this could have been a horror story for me, but luckily it's not. So Baba Moon today. Don't get too excited. It's whatever. I don't get excited. I'll be excited in 10 years. People talking trash. There's some clowns that comment on my, yeah, Baba's up 1% today. Okay? And then they get silent when it's up 15%. It's like, just wait a couple years, loser. We'll see. So anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't try to time the market. Don't be stupid like I was about to be. And have a wonderful day. Cheers!